What's up, everybody? So I want to go over how to use Myfitnesspal today. It's going to be crucial to you getting the flexibility that you want and need through this program. Probably one of the reasons that you signed up for it, to get flexibility, being able to eat whatever you want, whatever you want, but trying to make the best choices. So I'm going to run you through the app, and so let's get started. So I have my app up here. This is you logged in to Myfitnesspal, you put all your goals in, you answered all their questions. This is going to be your screen. Might not look as big as mine because I'm on an iPad, but this is your screen. So at the top, you'll see your equation, your calorie equation, telling you your goal, your food that you've eaten, your exercise, and how many calories you have remaining. Now, whatever it says is not right, or it's not what I want you to do. That's specific to your body type. So what I want you to do, the first thing I want you to do is change it, okay? So you want to go down here to more, okay? And then you go to goals, okay? You find goals. And then you'll come up with this screen where it has all the goals that you put in and when you signed up. But it also has nutrition goals. So it says calories, carbs, proteins, blah, blah, blah. That's what you want to choose, and this will come up. Okay, I want you to put in the information that I gave you into this this section right here. So your calories, say your calories were 318, enter that, and then whatever the percentages are right here that you see on Trainerize, you want to definitely mock those. The macros won't be exact all the time, but the percentages will get you right where you need to be. So once that's complete, you get out of here. And then so we're back here with your updated correct macros and calories right now. So from here, what I want to do is teach you how to add food. I like to add food through this, because this is going to be, if you tap this equation, this is going to be like your bread and butter. This is the main screen that I stay on because I can see all my foods. I can see what I can eat, what I have eaten, and much more that we'll get into. So say you want to eat some food, right? So you say for breakfast, you want this cookies and cream ice cream. Let's do this again. So this is how you would delete, by the way. Just slide it. You just hit add food. This will come up. You'll get a search bar and a barcode, okay? And I've never used the location, but, try that out too. So I'm going to search in Turkey Hill, because I didn't technically have some, but Fake Me had some Turkey Hill cookies and cream ice cream. Don't have to teach you how to type. And then, voila, you come up with some options here. Now, when the options have check marks, they're typically pretty legit, but always double check. I always double check. And so Turkey Hill ice cream comes up first, and it's 140 calories. That's what my tub says, I'm assuming. And so I go in here, and if you have the nutrition facts from the search bar, when you're using the search bar, check this, okay? Make sure that these macros, and also double check on the web if, as a second source, if these macros are very close or exact to what your item says, or what the web says, or when you double check, you're good. You don't need to do this all the time, especially if you have a barcode, which we'll go over later, or know exactly like, okay, that's right. So you get there, you see what it has. Because this is breakfast, this is the first thing we had of the day, we might not need to, look into anything else besides, this is what we're going to have, and we'll have to work around it. Or we can say, damn, if I had this for breakfast, then, just one cup, I might be okay. But what if I had 2 cups? So this is where, the trial and error comes from. So right here is, I'm going to tell you this, right here is your serving size at the top. So the serving size for this ice cream is a half a cup. So if you want to have 1 cup, you would put 2 as your serving size. That's the number of serving sizes at the bottom. So now you have 2, and now you see that the macros changed because you had 2 servings, not 1, and you're enjoying that ice cream. So you hit the check mark because you're done. You go eat your ice cream. Notice that I said you track it, then eat your ice cream. Always, always, always track your food before you eat it, because you want to know, did I bust my bank account wide open, or am I still in the clear? So we're back here. Now you see the calories from the ice cream is there. So you know how many calories you have left. But most importantly, I want you to tap that search bar again and go to the middle column, which is nutrients. This is where I stay. This is what I revert back to throughout the day. This is where you're going to be able to tell how many more grams of protein, carbs, or fats you need. You're going to be able to check your sodium and other nutrients in this column, especially fiber, okay? So this, in the first row, it tells you the total that you've eaten. And the second row, it told you your goal for the day based on the macros I gave you. And then the third column, it tells you how many more of each of these things you have left for the day. And this is what I play with. I'm on here more than anything trying to work out how I can spend my money efficiently and still be satisfied. Another thing you can look at is the macros, which is the last section on here, and this gives you a nice chart. This chart, obviously I only have ice cream in here for this day, but this chart should look like the percentages that I gave you. So my percentages right now are 40, 40, 20. This does not look like 40, 40, 20, but as the day goes by, you should be seeing more of that shape in this chart with appropriate color. Green for protein, blue for carbs, red for fats. Oh, I definitely forgot how to tell you how to go through the barcode. Pretty self-explanatory though. So when you want to add food, add food. I want more breakfast. That ice cream didn't do enough for me. You hit the barcode over here instead of using the search bar. Boop. Come on, barcode. When you first initially do this, you'll need to allow access, as always, especially if you have Apple. I haven't had Android in a while, so I don't know how that happens. Probably something similar. So the barcode can't scan my arm, but it'll scan the barcode for you and you'll have your exact numbers. If your item has a barcode, the best way to do it is to scan it. By the way, once you save these foods day to day, they will stay in your Myfitnesspal account. You will not need to there's very rare that you'll need to re-put it in unless you put it in and took it out. If it stayed overnight, I realize it'll stay in there. And then also it gives you an option, say you're eating the same thing because you're on your meal plan, it'll give you the option the next day to add what you ate for breakfast as a quick hit. So that's always really, really helpful too. Here's an example of a day that's done. This was my yesterday, and I went over, you see here, I went to -2 calories, but that's not a big deal at all. Like I said, these calories sometimes aren't even right, but I want to make sure that I hit my macros. So when I'm looking at this, I'm going to hit my equation button, go to nutrients, and see what's going on. So you can see that my goal for protein was 132. You probably can't see it, but I'll read it to you. And I got a total of 133, so I was 1 in the negative. Plus or minus about 3 is what we're going for here. So that's good. I'm in the clear. And then for carbohydrates, my goal is 132. I got 131. Knowing that carbs and proteins both have 4 calories per gram, that equals me out. And then last but not least, I looked down at my fats. My goal is 29 grams of fat right now. Don't get me started. And I got 32 grams of fat. So went over by 3. So not still in the clear there. Obviously don't want to pump that up too much more. I know that once I get to that point, I should not add any more fats into my meals that day. Okay, so this is it done. You get to see it transition through the day. This is your bread and butter when it comes to Myfitnesspal and making the pieces of the puzzle work. Okay, this day I had pizza, okay, because that's what I wanted to make work. If I want sushi, I make it work. Whatever you want, make it work on those days that you get off of your meal plan for whatever reason. Okay, so that's how you use Myfitnesspal. Jump on there and get started. Okay, get started right now.